Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. First of all, I just want to address the channel real quick and say thank you, a big thank you to all the new subscribers that have come in and supported me. To everybody commenting and liking my videos, I really appreciate it, guys. Like it's really allowing me to keep my head straight and focus on what I think is important, which is trying to entertain people, creating cool stuff, and always learning. You know, these are things I think everyone should strive for, and I really do appreciate everybody that has supported me thus far. In today's video, I am gonna do a little showcase of what I've been working on. I just noticed that there was something missing here, so I'm just kind of like gonna place it down real quick like. But before I get into the preview of this ship, that's actually something that's there. What is going on, Empyrion? Gonna have to make me pull out some tricks here. Okay, so if you ever have, I guess this is a good note. If you ever have some invisible stuff and you're not able to place anything there, it's probably just because it's invisible mesh. So what I'm going to do to fix this, I'm going to come over to the other side with the symmetry on. I'm going to take this one off, which should then allow me to place one. Cool. Fix that real quick like. Alright. Before I get into the inside previewing and discussion of this ship, real quick, I just kind of want to say that my mind has been blown. I don't know what reality is anymore. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but something crazy did happen to me. And this was on the 5th. I see. I can't even talk, dude. Guys, I saw a UFO on the 5th. Like, no bullshit. I'm not lying. And the only thing that I can say about it is that I don't have footage. I know everyone's going to hate me and think I'm a liar and that it's bullshit. But it was because I was working and in the middle of driving, someone was riding my ass, and there was one other car approaching that was the on the opposite side of the road. One road, two opposite directions, two ways, opposite directions. I didn't get footage because I was driving and there were cars around me, and I was just, to be honest, just kind of baffled by what I was looking at and observing. I don't want to go too deep into it because that's a whole rabbit hole of craziness that I don't know if I'm ready to get into. I just kind of wanted to say to all of my subscribers and anyone watching my videos that like this ship right here does not compare to real life. I mean, shit, if this was created in real life, that'd be crazy. But like, what I saw was a stingray shape. Basically, it had wings that came to a rounded end, and it had a tail, and it had glass that went from the bottom. It was rounded like this is. You see how this is rounded right here? It had glass that came from the bottom all the way to the top of the vessel, and there were no seams anywhere that I could see. Zero seams. And the glass it was like it was merged perfectly with the metal or whatever material was used. And on top of that, the metal or whatever material was used was like this crazy reflective, like I don't know how to explain it. It was the single most impressive thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And of course, I hate myself for not getting the footage to prove it be fact. Now, with that being said, and enough of me talking about that craziness, let me talk about my ship that I'm working on. Okay, not what I meant to press. There we go. So I've done quite a bit of work. The outside is basically completed. Mine is texturing and I think like one spot. But I have redone the thrusters, the front thrusters. It's kind of like this apparatus making it look like it could rotate, but I changed that up to go more with the shape that came out. And I've got to say this area right here has got to be some of my most favorite block work that I've ever done. It came out of nowhere. I don't know where it came from, but it's gorgeous. Oh, I love it. All right. Anyways, so I got that figured out and taken care of. What else have I worked on? There's some secret entrances that I've worked on. This now has kind of like a more completed out secure cockpit area that leads into this bottom spot. Got 2 extra block spaces there. That's cool. And then just so I can show, I don't know why that signal logic isn't working, but this leads out to a little secret entrance. So if you have a jetpack, you know what I mean, you can just straight up quickly just get into the, you know what I mean, get to flying. There's this craziness that I also added, which I believe I did show in the last video that I did, but I did not show that this secret area, you would also need a jetpack. I kind of didn't want to break the look of it in here, and I wanted to keep these tables. So if you want to get in the secret area, you're gonna need a jetpack. Sorry, but it's just the way it is. So that would lead up here, and then you can also continue. Which this is basically just it's kind of like structure piece holding this top up here. Basically, you can go inside, go up this weird little doohickey, and we got an elevator that goes straight up through everything to the main bridge. Oh, it worked out beautifully. I loved it. Gotten this more worked out. I actually do have the Helios Bay, my Helios Bay for this ship docked down already. Let me just back it up here. So I think this is the the one area of the outside of the ship that I kind of need to figure out, but it's more so that I need to do the inside because I'm thinking that a cafeteria would probably be best right here, just because like this is a lot of open space right here, and it kind of goes with like the Helios docking bay because you and your crew come in from like exploring the universe, right? And just me personally, the first thing that I would want coming into this nice, beautiful ship would be to be greeted with the cafeteria, some food after my long journeys in space. I think that would be the coolest thing. So, I'm thinking about a cafeteria right here. I did a lot of figuring out with cargo extensions. So I have, let me see here. I actually don't know off the top of my head. 16 cargo extensions that are all at 64,000 or okay, whatever. That I've got too much going on in my head right now. I can't say numbers correctly. But the maximum amount of storage that you can have inside of a storage container controller, that's what I have. I'm sorry. Anyways, so I got the core figured out. I got this whole area, which is basically the housing spot for all of the CPU. Um, so basically, you'd be able to line up a whole bunch of quantum cores to get the juice that you need to run this baby properly. I like the way that's coming out looking. And then what else we got? I realized that there's a lot of space that I can utilize in here. And I'm kind of working out some changes with this elevator system. I'm thinking I'm going to have to incorporate this backside with whatever room I add in here, which might be like medical rooms or like I don't know, maybe like a shop or something on one side and like kind of like a medical shop almost on this side. But there's not too much room to work with because I got these walkways leading up to this other cockpit area, bridge area. But this next area I did do some work on that I'm proud of. And this was kind of like it just happened. Like this walkway, I was just like, okay, well, maybe I have two walkways, and like I just went with the middle one, and this view right here, uh, I mean, it's so cool. And to be honest, it tied it together once I finally did the texturing on here. But like, I mean, just look at that view. Like I'm getting Halo vibes from this right here. Like it just looks so cool. But yeah, I'm getting excited. I'm getting hyped. You know what I mean? It's getting close. I I prefer to just do texturing all in one go. That's probably not the smartest thing to do. I probably should just be texturing along the way as I go. As you can see, I've done that with this area, but that was just because I needed a starting theme, and for me it's a little easier to work on like engineering stuff with these big parts rather than like thinking of a whole theme for the ship all in one go or like at the beginning, whatever. I kind of like I like to have the theme like unfold itself with the build that I'm doing. So the texturing I usually like to do all in one day, but again, I probably have to fix my building processes. The last thing I want to talk about though that I just remembered, which was something big that I really did want to discuss, was the fact of air tightness. Hold on, I'm not saying that correct. Yeah, so I mean airtight blocks and showing oxygen and everything like that. I'm just gonna turn both of them on. It's gonna take a second because, in my opinion, Empyrion does not do show airtight blocks in a very intelligent way. When you do show airtight blocks, it literally will grab every block's meshes and tell you like this ramp here. Like you can see it has a force field there, but it's basically showing me that this whole ramp mesh is all airtight. Why they do it this way, I have no clue, because if you do actually have a breach in your... Sorry, this is very disorienting. If you actually have a breach in your ship... Okay, I gotta turn this off. This is just way too hard to show what I'm trying to show. If you actually have a breach in your ship, for me, a few days ago, which was preventing me from really getting a lot of the work done last week that I was trying to get, or this past week, was because of this airtight breach. But this was the spot to where I forgot one block. having this option does not... Okay, so as you can see, there's an airtight breach here. Having this option checked does not actually give me any information. Even if you're looking at the area where there's a breach, I'm given no information other than realizing, oh, that leads to the outside. Like, there's no indication other than missing green, which is hard to tell in a creation this massive. So there's something that I would like to bring to the developer's attention if anyone from Empyrion has made it this far in the video, which I highly doubt will ever happen, but I'm going to say it anyways. Let me add some air in here. Turn this bad boy on. Show oxygen is on. There's still a breach. Let me fix that. There we go. So now we can see throughout the entire ship I have oxygen. But what I was going to say, a better way of letting the player know that there's an air breach, and specifically where that air breach is, would be something like this. Now, I don't know why this is here. And this is the first ship in all of my creations that I've seen a black O2 box. Like, at first I thought that's where the air leakage was, but I mean, like, it wasn't anywhere in the thrusters. It was over there. But why don't you just take this same box, which I don't know why it's here, and just put it wherever there would be an air leak? So, like, if I was missing blocks here and there's an air leak, why don't you just put that huge black and red O2 diamond right where there's the air leak? That would then, I'd be able to see it easier. Like, that's kind of hard to miss, you know what I mean? I think that's a lot more intelligent way of detecting an air breach. And with that being said, I am getting close to finishing this video because I want to talk about this, which is I found the air breach, and now I can finally move on with finishing the inside, because that air breach, like, straight up was preventing me from working on the ship for like 2 days. It was driving me mad. And yeah, Empyrion, there are better ways of doing that to where you don't have to drive your players crazy. And to everyone else, please look forward to hopefully seeing this on the workshop in maybe a month. I don't know. I'm going through a lot. I just saw a UFO a couple days ago. My mind is blown, baffled. On top of that, I have to find a new place to live by the end of the month. So that's going to hold me back on creating content for like at least the next 2 weeks. Not to say that I'm not planning on still having a video on Sunday. I just want to let everyone know that there might be a week I miss, or it might be a late day post, like maybe on Monday or Tuesday or something. But I'm gonna try to stick to it. I really want to stick to my consistent schedule of posting on Sunday. And again, I really appreciate all my new subscribers and everyone that's listening and watching to the end. Like, you guys are the champions. You are why I'm making videos. I love you guys, and females. If there are any females watching, I don't know if there are any females that watch my videos, but yo, all of y'all are the winners in my book, and I really hope y'all have a great day. Again, thank you for staying and listening to my rambling and this crazy UFO talk. Love you guys. Peace.